Hi, I'm Pedro Plascencia with Country Real Estate in California's Central Coast. Today, I want to talk about the N.A.R settlement and what it means for buyers and sellers. Let's get into it. For buyers, I want to touch on three things: the buyer representation agreement, which is a new requirement, compensation to your buyer's agent, which is also going to be a new requirement, and how this will benefit you. The buyer representation agreement is completely negotiable. You need to keep in mind that your agent, they're working for you, and you can negotiate all the terms within that agreement. A couple of the terms that you're going to want to note are the compensation to your buyer's agent. That compensation needs to be clear and specific. It can be a fixed percentage, it could be a fixed dollar amount, or it could be a fixed rate. Other terms to keep in mind with that agreement are the duration of the agreement. It can be for that day and for a very specific property you want to look at, or it could be for several months and for a wide range of properties in a geographic location. All those terms are negotiable with your agent. The agreement can be exclusive or it can be non-exclusive, meaning it could be exclusive to that agent for any property within a certain geographic area within that agreed upon time. Or it could be non-exclusive, just for one property, one home on that given day. The second item I wanted to discuss is compensation. So within the buyer representation agreement, you as a buyer is making an agreement with your buyer's agent and your buyer's brokerage to pay at closings of escrow that set compensation. For many buyers, you may not have that. You already work to save for your down payment and your closing costs. So it's an additional, quantity that you may not have. So part of the work of your buyer's agent and the value they bring to you is to be the person that negotiates. You can ask the seller to either pay a concession to you as a buyer that you can use for your closing costs, including paying your buyer's agent, or you can arrange for the seller to pay a fee directly to your agent. The only difference with these new rules is that fee cannot be advertised on the MLS. The third item I wanted to discuss for buyers is the benefits. How does this benefit you? It seems like having to come up with additional funds for your purchase. How can that possibly be a benefit? The benefits we're seeing are that when you sign a written agreement with your buyer's agent, you're establishing a more professional relationship. You're making a commitment, you to your agent and your agent to you, and how they're going to represent you. All of this helps you and your agent to find the best home or property at the best price and the best terms for you. For sellers, the N.A.R settlement agreement implications revolve around offers of compensation. The three things I want to talk about today are how you compensate your broker as a listing broker, how buyers' brokers are compensated, and the benefits of the new rules for you. As a seller, compensation to your seller's broker doesn't change much. There's still going to be a listing agreement where you agree, you negotiate the compensation to the listing brokerage, and this remains fully negotiable like it has been in the past. Buyer's compensation is handled different. The buyers is going to be signing an agreement, a buyer's representation agreement with their buyer's agent, where their buyer is committing to compensate their buyer's brokerage at close of escrow. The expectation is that many buyers will not have the additional funds and will be asking for either a concession from the seller to the buyer to pay for the buyer's closing costs, which could include the buyer's brokerage costs, or for the seller to pay directly the buyer's brokerage. Either way, we won't be able to advertise that in the MLS. We can advertise those offers of compensation or concession through other marketing avenues such as social media, print ads, flyers, sign writers, as long as we don't advertise or make those offers through the MLS. Any offer of compensation or concession to the buyer towards their closing costs requires that your agent disclose and requires your approval ahead of time. So part of the negotiation process will require your approval in writing. So the question for sellers, why offer compensation or concessions to a buyer and their agent? When we're marketing a property, when we're marketing your home, the best way to get top dollar for you is to attract the largest pool of potential buyers and qualified buyers. More qualified buyers means more qualified offers. So we believe you will get the best price by attracting the most potential buyers. The third item I wanted to talk about for sellers are the benefits. How does this benefit you? The main benefit I see for you as a seller is the ability to negotiate further. When you receive an offer, you will be able to negotiate compensation or concession if it's being requested based on the overall offer. We don't have to commit to a set amount for the buyer's agent or buyer's brokerage. That can be open based on whatever the qualified buyer brings to the table via an offer. The only thing you're committing to up front is going to be the compensation to your listing agent. The other benefit we expect for you as a seller is that the potential buyers that are coming to view your home or your property and the buyers that make offers are going to be more qualified. They're going to be the buyers, not the looky-loos. They're going to be the buyers that made a written commitment to their agent. They are going to be your more serious buyers. All these changes are set to take effect in our area August 13th. I'm passionate about serving and helping educate my clients. If you have any other questions about this, please feel free to contact me. You can call me or you can email me. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.